Good morning, or good afternoon, whichever the case may be. It is me, Said, and I am back with more Feed the Beast on the Minecraft server. Now, the last video showed me finding a little village to live in, setting up my housekeeping, if you will. I decided to take a little trip around to see what was nearby my home. You can see my waypoint that I assigned. I'm really not all that far away. As a marker, well, an unintentional marker, I didn't do it on purpose. I planted a redwood in the middle of the little forest by the village I'm living in over there, and it grew into a giant tree that just sticks out unbelievably tall right there. So that is what I use when I'm wandering around to just get an idea of where my village is. Well, I did until I'll gather that later. I did until I put the waypoint in anyway. I forgot all about waypoints. So, what have I been up to? As you can see through this tree here, I found another village. You saw in the very first one on this server, Imp was fixing up a village that was right on the water. This one is too, and it spawned perfectly. There's not a single building that spawned wrong. It's perfectly even and flat. It just spawned over the water. So for me, I decided to do sort of what he did, and I built little decking around each of these little areas, and I'm going to light them up while they are mostly lit up. And I'm going to put a railing around it so that the villagers can run around and be safe. Otherwise, they'll do something stupid like fall in the water or get killed by some creature. So I think this way I can keep them safe, and I can do some trading with them. In the village where I'm living, almost all of them have already died, which is not. I'm a terrible steward of the village. Okay. Now this, I don't have my scoop with me, so I guess this is just going to hang out here. But I have the apiary that spawned in one of the houses, or behind one of the houses, that I used to combine into my home. And I put some bees in together. So we'll see if any of them actually produce anything. Ooh, in the darkness, I didn't see that at first. So if it was hard for me to see, you guys probably won't see it at all. But I'm going to try, once I get down from here, to get some light around so that nothing is missing. And you guys can see everything that I can see. You might have noticed from the talking that we've got a full house this time. Of course, the server's not full by full house. I'm just saying we've got a lot of friends on. So they're all running around and playing. And you might have noticed a tweet or two from Serious Creeper from when he and Imp decided to fight a Hydra, which I found quite hilarious. So they've been up to all kinds of fun things. Serious Creeper has already messed with the Mistcraft mod a little bit. Imp and Serious Creeper have already been into the Twilight portal. I haven't done any of that stuff, so I'm missing out. So I've got a lot of catching up to do. I did start to clean up my home a little bit. Let me gather everything that's fallen down here, and then head back over to the light so you guys can see better. Take this back with me. Come on. Take this back with me. What was I saying? What was I saying? Heck, I forget. Oh, I did fix up my house a little bit. And I did start a mine. So I'll show you that. I was able to only save 2 villagers from the zombies. So that didn't work out all that well for me. Come on, get up here. But I'm trying to get them to produce more little baby villagers. And it is loud again. I do have the music low. There. A little better. I don't want to feel like I'm having to shout to be heard. Alright, so here is a little mini tour of the village before I head back to my home. I decided to call this New Venice because M called the one he found Venice, since it's right over the water. And of course, you know, what do you call one that looks just like the other one, but you can't use the same name? It's Venice Jr. or New Venice. Or Venison, ha ha. Okay, bad joke. Anyway, this is a little tour of the village. As you can see, it did form pretty darn well. The villagers are all in their houses because they wouldn't jump out into the water. Thankfully, I got here before any of them actually did fall out, so I blocked them all inside, which is something a lot of people would do anyway in order to protect them from zombies or anything like that. This one didn't have a door or a villager in it. So once I finish building... Oh, do not tell me. Aw, man. The zombie got to the villager. He spawned inside the house and got to the villager. That blows. Well... Oh, come on. You got a shovel? Well, I don't have the ingredients to cure him, so it looks like he's a lost cause. Sorry, dude. You will be... Well, I won't miss you because I never knew you, but... Wish I could have saved you. That's the problem when these generate without a light in it. And you save the villager inside, but unfortunately that means if it's dark, a zombie will spawn in there with them. So, tough breaks. Alright, well that's that. What I was doing on here when I left was... Let me make sure that they... Okay, the others are lit up, so I'm not going to have the same issue, I don't believe. I was preparing some fences so that I could fence this all in, and once I did that, I was going to let the villagers free to run around the village. So I'm going to work on that for a bit, and I don't think you guys are going to find that too interesting. So while I'm doing that... Oh, these are a different shade. Just a slightly different... I was hoping I could maybe stack them, but it's okay. I'm going to do that, and while I'm doing that, you folks can skip that. And... Sorry, I'm thinking about how many I might need for this. You guys can skip it and go straight to the interesting parts. Whoa, that really did not make that many fences. So, I will be back, and when I'm back, I'll show you how the finished village looks. Okay, I have finished bordering off New Venice, and I got a fence all around it, so the villagers should be safe. I set this up so that they couldn't accidentally... I originally had the walkway going all the way to here and then fence, but then I remembered, well, what if they jump? They can jump up to that and then walk around and then fall in anyway, which is exactly something that villagers would do. We all know this. But as you can see, they can now get out, wander around. There should be some babies coming soon because there weren't a full amount. Well, the cabins were not all full, and one of them died anyway. So there is not a there's not enough villagers for all the houses. So I think they're going to have a baby or two to take care of that. So far, nobody's offering any really fancy things. I don't think I need this one here. And I don't think I need this. Might get a little dark over here, but we'll see. But I think it looks pretty nice. All the crops are intact. The villagers, I should say, are mingling, which is very nice. Let me get some light up there, because we also know that if anything has any second to spawn, it will, and kill all your stuff. There. I believe they are safe. So I think it turned out pretty nicely. Quite nice is what I was going to say. And then I changed it to pretty and almost said quitty. So yeah, I admit my mistakes here. Anyway, they're all running around, having a good time, sharing the local gossip. And I've already traded with one of them just for the sake of it. One of them was offering, I trade him, I think 21 coal, and he'll give me an emerald. I already did that just to see how that was going to turn out. Nobody's offering anything else interesting that I know of, but maybe one of the new people that I get will spawn with something interesting. Anybody hanging out over here? No? Well, I will take the time to fix this. Dirt floor houses annoy me. I don't like the look of them. So I am switching it up. Yes, even cobble looks better to me than the dirt floor. We're not rednecks here. We don't live in dirt floor shacks. This is a nice community. There. All better. And I don't think anybody's living in this one yet either. But I made the... You saw when I got here. Well, I don't know if you did see when I got here. When I got here, first thing I did was block every villager in the house, because I didn't want them drowning or something similar happening. This one here, I believe, I did not get to in time. So a zombie spawned in it with the villager stuck inside. He couldn't get out, so the zombie killed him. And we had a burial at sea. I'll have to go adventuring over there to see what I can see. But all is back to normal here in New Venice. I will take advantage of some of their crops. Overall, I am very pleased. I've got a bunch of extra stuff now, though. I overdid it on the fence. It's okay. I'd rather have too much than not enough. You can always burn these in the fireplace later. After this, I'll show you the progress on my house that I've made. And I'll show you the little mine that I started. Hey, you enjoying the well? Do you like living in this village? How's it going? So you got a bib on. You only want to offer me clothes. It's a lot of money for just some clothes. I can make some myself. This does cut down a lot on me having to farm and kill animals, because baked potatoes do a very admirable job of keeping you fed. This is a pretty area too. That's a very green little meadowish area. Meadowish. I guess is a word. If not, it is now. These guys like hanging out in their backyard. I wonder if they're gonna make a little baby. They all have unibrows, so I would assume that they're all... No, you guys didn't make a baby. You just hung out here like you were talking. Okay, wait. What do you offer? No, not a fair trade. Alright, I think this is only wheat over here. Don't really care about wheat at this point. I think I've got... Well, I have some at the house. You know what? I'll take some. Because if I do come across a cow, I'll breed it. Cows are a very useful animal. Maybe I'll get a chance to go visit some friends. I don't believe I'm near any of them, but I'm going to try to make a portal so that I can get out there and visit. New Venice seems to be running smoothly. I'll leave them to their own devices. And I am going to continue what I was doing when I found this place, which was digging around and seeing what's here. This is the only entrance in and out for the moment. I'll probably change that at a later date. I might fix this up and make it look like there's pylons going into the water, but my main goal was to make the village functional, to let the villagers run around, and I wanted them to be able to make more village. Look at that idiot. He's gonna jump in the well. I know he is. And then I'm gonna have to get his stupid butt out of there. Okay. But anyway, I wanted the villagers to be able to walk around and be able to make baby villagers, and I wanted to trade with them because I know that the more you trade, the better stuff you get. So I'm going to keep coming back there to trade. By my house, it wouldn't do any good because that's the beehive I left hanging in the air. It wouldn't do any good because most of them are already dead, and the two that I have left don't seem to want to make any more villagers. I think I've got the only hermit villager, the only hermit villagers in the whole game. They love living by themselves. Okay, which I guess kind of that's an oxymoron because just by label, villagers live in a village, and it's not a village unless there's multiple people in it. So, you know, but whatever. I'm not going to overthink it. So what do we have around here? I didn't get too far into this jungle until I found that village, and I wanted to go and fix it up because I didn't want to lose the villagers. And once I started, I got all into it, so that's when I started adding the decking and making it all pretty. What's over here? Another village? Wow. Don't mean... Ugh. I hope this doesn't mean... Yeah, that's a big village. I'm gonna get caught up in villages, I think. What is this idiot doing? Do I have any dirt on me? Yes, I do. What do you want? Oh, you want cooked fish. Well, I don't want to give you any cooked fish. You were just jumping down here like nobody's business. And it's getting night soon. Yes, I saw that ore. No, I'm not gonna get it. Okay. Now I have no choice but to get up into that village. To make sure that I don't die. I've got armor and stuff on, but I've been getting swamped by mobs in this game. Okay, this is the... Man. Oh wait, is the front door down here? Where is the front door? Okay, this is one of the L-shaped houses. Where is the front door? Oh, it's over there. I guess he can get in and out of it, at least somewhat. Can't believe there's another village. In the vanilla Minecraft, I don't find villages hardly ever. So I wonder if they did something to manipulate the village spawn rate in the script for this. Oh, he can get in and out. You want a lot of food there. Okay, let's light this up because I don't want zombies spawning in this. What's that down there? It's a beehive. Okay, so which direction is the rest of this village? Those guys are up there. So let's go up. Ooh, let's eat. Didn't realize that. Yum! Oh, another set of crops. Let's light up the crops. Even if I never plan on coming back to the village, I always light the crops up. That's strange. It's missing some of the wood and it's making a waterfall. Oops. Doesn't look bad though. Just strange. Guess in a weird sort of way it fits. Okay, the rest of the crops are up there. We'll go around and have a little peek. Okay, the front door for this... Jeez, fall damage. The front door for this one looks like it's somewhere over here. Yep. So, let's find a way up. What the heck. We'll waste some blocks. Hello. Anybody at home? Where's your front door? I assume the front door's over here. At this rate, I'm gonna eat up all my picks. Aha! You don't actually have a door, but you do have an opening for one. So let's give you a door. Oops, sorry. Still have one of these things on me. So let's give you a door. I don't have enough to make a door out of one kind of wood. That bites. And there's no way around that at the moment. Oh, I went the long way around. No wonder. Jeez, I'm backwards. Alright. Then let's go this way. This is the rest of the village. You guys are a heck of a lot more safe up here. Whoa. That's strange. Oh, iron. Thank you. A little bit of bread. That's nice. Some tin. Don't know what I'll do with it, but appreciate it. I'll wear my iron boots. I do need some more torches. Get that out of the way. Man, none of these have a door. Whoa. There we go. Have to... Whoa, okay, there's a lot of village down there. Have to explore. Explore the village. Wait, is that crops? Yes. Don't want to forget to light up the crops. Oops. There we go. I think the high altitude of the... Oops, I fell on that one. I don't have a hoe on me, do I? No. I'll fix that later. I think the high altitude of this place is keeping it somewhat free from mobs. I'll go down there later. Oh, no, never mind. Spoke too soon. Y'all better run away. I killed you. Can't get me, I'm fast. I'm a twat star. There used to be a lecturer, whoa, named Mike Dameter. He used to go around and I don't remember if he was a teacher or what, but he used to tell a story. He had a sort of a speech impediment, and he used to tell a story about how when he grew up he wanted to be a track star, and he was talking to his dad about it, and his dad would say, "Mike, why aren't you doing better in your math classes?" "I don't have to, Dad. I'm gonna be a twack star. I'm gonna one wheel fast. I'm a twack star." And the way he said, "I want to be a twack star," that always made me laugh. I want to be a twack star. Gonna one wheel fast. Gonna kill the creeper. Whoa. And then one wheel fast. Gonna stab the creeper and then close the door real fast. I know, this is a wussy tactic. Haha. But it worked. What's over here? Anything left of the village? No, just people burning. This is a really big... Whoa! He was just hanging out behind me. That's creepy. Stalker. This is a really big... What do they call this? It's not a desert. It's... Maybe you call it a badlands? Ooh. Apiary down there. And a church that just stuck into a hill. Alright, we'll visit this and then we'll go back to my village, where I live. See what's going on here. These poor folks don't have anything in the way of doors. And I don't have any wood left to make them some. Oops. Let's see. Where's the front door for this guy? Is it on the other side of this? Come, get down there. Yep. It's back here back down in here somewhere. So let's see if we can open that up. I want to go in there, see if there are any villagers in there that might have something fun to trade. Ooh, you have coal in your front door. I will help myself. Thank you. And I love the auto load feature. If you run out of a tool or an item and you have more in your inventory, just not in that stack, the auto load feature is great. I love it. Okay. Back to the... Alright, anybody in here? Yes, there is. Sorry, you guys. Your house is all torn up, isn't it? If I give you 3, you'll give me a flint and steel. That's not too bad of a trade, I guess. You know, this guy here wants to give me turkey for 1. Or not turkey, but chicken. It's Thanksgiving. I'm thinking turkey. What the heck? It's a fair trade. See, you, sir, are a good person. You just want a fair price for your chicken here. But you're not... I thought that means you're giving me another trade. There's nothing else to trade. That's the same thing. You already did your smoke and mirrors. Okay, fine. Be that way. You know what? You don't have much of a selection. But gosh darn it, your prices are good. I will probably return. Oh well. I'll get killed by zombies now, you hear? And who do we have down here? We have a large drop. Is there a house built into this? Or is that gravel I'm seeing? When you're looking at it at an angle, it's hard to tell. Apparently it is gravel. Alright, so... Well, this certainly is safe. Any zombie that wants to can just come on right in. Oh, you don't even have a door. None of these in this village have a door. That's not cool. I guess they're all vulnerable. Well, there's no villagers over here anyway, so maybe that's a big part of why. If you don't have a door, you don't get a villager. Okay, you're a forest queen. This is a hostile environment. Go figure. And this one's got nothing in it. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments, how do you move an apiary? I know I could ask Imp on here, who probably knows. I'm gonna steal you. Steal the fort? No, never mind. I don't have any forest drones. It wouldn't do me any good to take that right now. Maybe I will come across some wood to make some doors. Well, there's plenty of wood over there. Do I want to bother fixing up this village right now, though? Okay. Let's just finish exploring back here, and then we'll go back home. Thank you, random fall damage. Appreciate you. It's kind of a neat area. It's just nothing grows here. It's all this red stone. You can't even plant a decent garden or a tree here. You'd have to carry a bunch of dirt in. Okay, what's back here? That looks like tundra. And over here, I guess more tundra. Oh, that's sand. So we got a little bit of a desert. I think it's a small desert though, because I think that snow is hooking around there. Big drop. Yep, let's back away from that. That spells disaster for me. Guess my fellow Minecrafters are having some block lag. Thankfully, I am avoiding that fate so far. But then again, I'm not actively trying to... Oh, I didn't even go in the church, but... And the churches there, the ones that usually have the magic items or the enchanted stuff. So I do actually want to go in there just to see what's in there. I don't really know what those are called. I'm just calling it a church because it's designed like one. I don't know if it's considered like a cathedral or a chapel or... Row. Uh-oh. Okay, so that one's up there. It's just stuck into the cliff. So... I think this is the easiest way to get back. I'm watching what they're saying because I am worried that I'm eventually gonna have problems here. Yep. Teleportation, folks. Wow. Okay. Now, where was I walking? I was gonna go over here. I think this is an easier way to get up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Think we're in for disaster. Alright, let me see if I can fix this. Ugh. Okay, I think it's fixed. Let's see. Oh, whoa. Spoke too soon. Oh, no. Got some blocks popping back into place here. Alright, where is the front door? I think it's lower than I expected. Ah, yes. It's down here. I'll open it up a little more because I think this guy's probably going to wander out here now. And I don't want him to just immediately fall to his death. Yeah, how about you not go too far? Okay. Crud. I spent my emerald. This guy would have given me Bottle of Enchanting. Man. Here. There. Fix that up. Alright, you would have given me a Bottle of Enchanting. And I don't have any of those. Guess I'm gonna have to figure out a way to find some. So if I want any goodies like that, I gotta come back here. All the way back here. And find that high priest or whatever he is to give me a Bottle of Enchanting. I should come back with some wood at some point and put some doors on this puppy because these guys definitely... Did I just kill a crop again? No. These guys definitely need it. Perhaps more villagers will spawn that way too, which is good for everybody. No, that's the villager that got lost out in the hills. I really feel like this is just going to be a lot of rambling and wandering. So as videos go, I hope this one doesn't get too boring for you. Ooh, death. Okay. Anything interesting that way? Nope. Well, I think I better cut this short here. And I want to continue looking around. I've got a feeling this episode will become pretty big if I don't do something about that now. So again, thank you for putting up with me and watching my videos. And I will talk to you folks at a later date.